Hey guys, welcome back. Today I'm going to be reacting to more of your comments. You guys really enjoyed this last video that I made where I was reacting to comments. But my baby just broke my tripod. One thing about babies is they break things. Basically just holding the phone, and I hope you guys don't mind, but I still just really wanted to film this because guys, I've got so many comments to react to. Like, there's going to be so many of these videos. Where do I even start? This comment is so true and is really sad, but like, you do get pressured to rush a decision because obviously the abortion clinics want you to make the decision quickly, because the bigger the baby gets, the more, I don't know, they literally just want you to make the decision in like a week. So yeah, this comment is, the decision had to be made so fast. The decision is so unnatural, and the feeling when it's over feels like you've been robbed of your decisions. And that is so true. You feel like you literally have to make the decision so quickly, and it is such an unnatural decision, just like she's saying, because who really wants to be making this decision? We don't dream about this as kids when we're younger. We don't dream about, oh yeah, when I'm older, I'm gonna have an abortion. No, we dream about being mums. We dream about having a happy family. Like, we dream about so many things, but we do not dream about getting abortions. And so yes, it's unnatural to even be making this decision, and you get rushed so much, and you put pressure on yourself because you're like, I want to do it before the baby keeps developing. But I think one of those lies is that the baby's already here, and I think I rushed the decision because I felt cruel to keep the baby alive and growing, so I rushed the decision. But really, either way, it's a sad and probably painful death for the baby. Like, that is just a reality. Next comment, I got an abortion a few days ago. He doesn't look at me the same since. And you know what? That is so accurate. I don't know what it is, but once a man has impregnated you and gotten what he wants out of you, the abortion, there is just an unhealthy soul tie left, because I can't even explain why this happens. Maybe a guy could explain it. Maybe I'll ask my husband, but the relationship just doesn't flourish after an abortion. I've only really heard of one relationship being successful after the abortion. I think we struggle to look at our boyfriends the same way after an abortion, because we are upset that they couldn't be supportive of our pregnancy, that they suggested the abortion, because realistically, if the guy was happy with the abortion, I feel like a lot less women would actually have the abortion. Most of the times women get the abortion because the boyfriend's reaction is not good. We look at our boyfriends differently because we wish we would have been more supported, and they look at us differently because I don't know why. Any males want to comment below why, what changes, because I'd love to know. I thought it was the best decision at the time, and now I'm regretting every second. I get this comment a lot, like a lot, like, and it's because you're trying to figure everything out at once. When you're pregnant, can you see little Sheila's head just there? When you're pregnant, you try and see the whole picture at once, and you're like, okay, I can't possibly have a baby. But really, you realise that maybe if you just took a step back and had a bit of hindsight, like realise that it's a step-by-step kind of thing, having a baby. You don't have to have all the answers figured out at once. You can just trust that, you know, things are going to work out. What is the worst that's going to happen? What is the worst that's going to happen? So when after you have the abortion and you realise, you get a bit of hindsight, you realise your life's not fixed. You're not instantly rich just because you had an abortion. Your life is still a bit sucky, let's be honest. And you just realise, like, you just see so much clearer. I can see clearly now. And you know, I think that is honestly what happens so much. Like, you see clearly when the baby's gone. You don't realise what you've got until you've lost it. And unfortunately, that is the thing with abortion. You literally don't realise what you've got until sadly you lose it. Someone said, I wish I found Jesus sooner. He was calling me, trying to save me when I was so close to giving up with the baby. I didn't listen. I now have a son and I'm so regretful of my abortions. What I wouldn't give to have them back. And that's the thing, is that abortion is such a permanent decision. Abortion is permanent, and so many people will say it's better to regret an abortion than regret a baby, but that's not the case at all, because if you regret a baby, there are choices. You can put your baby up for adoption, you can get help, you can ask family members to help look after your baby, but you cannot undo an abortion. So I really believe that saying is so false, because if you regret an abortion, you can't get that back. Whereas if you really truly regret that baby, and if you really truly don't think that you should have had this baby, you can go and give that child to a family that will love it. This message broke my heart. Okay, I just did an abortion and I regret it so much. It's already too late. I feel empty. I don't know how to feel or what to do. I always wanted a baby, but for my future and the baby's future, I had to do this. I'm just seeing this way too much, where women are realizing just after the abortion how empty and painful they truly are feeling. But I cannot agree that you did this for your baby's future. Like, people will say this, people will kind of act like they're doing this for the best interest of the baby, but that's not true at all, because if you really care about that baby, the best thing for you to do is to give it a chance at life, not to unalive it. And it is just a really big mask that a lot of people hide behind. It is not the truth, it is a lie, and it is deception, thinking that your baby's better off unalived than living a life where there might be a bit of poverty, or there might be lack of a father or a proper family unit, but that doesn't mean the baby's better off unalived. So if you really care about your baby's future, you would give it the chance to life, because if you're unaliving that baby, it's got no future. It's got no future. And people will say, oh, my baby's going to come back to me. I really don't believe that, because that is reincarnation, and there is no proof that reincarnation exists. I believe, and this is because I'm a Christian, and this is because God has shown me my baby in heaven. Like, I've literally had a vision where my baby is in heaven, and my baby said, I forgive you, and I said, I'm so sorry for not being the mum that you needed. Every single soul, every single spirit is uniquely woven. Our DNA is so unique, you cannot recreate DNA. Every single baby has its own individual spirit. Because it's been unalived, it goes up to heaven. It cannot physically come back down. Say that your baby's soul will come back to you is just another poor excuse to unalive your baby, because that is not the truth. It's also a really bad excuse to unalive your baby, because would you say that about a 2-year-old toddler? You know, would you say if they're really hard work and you're struggling, you wouldn't think of unaliving it and just saying, oh, it's okay, the spirit will come back to you? No, it's wrong. You don't harm another human, because it's wrong. And it's not about their spirit or soul coming back to you. It's about doing the right thing, and doing the right thing is not always the easiest thing, and it's not the easiest path for you to take, but it is the right path for you to take, to not harm another baby. Someone else commented, I had mine exactly a week ago and I hate it. I feel like I can't even breathe most times. What is going on with the world? This is just so sad and so heartbreaking that so many women are going through this pain when all we need was a bit of support. And this is why I'm pro-life. This is why I'm pro-love, because the right thing to do when a woman is pregnant and they're going through a hard time is to offer them help and to say, I'm going to be here to support you and your baby. Because abortion doesn't help anyone. Abortion offers a quick fix, and then you're just left with nothing. You're left babyless. It's traumatic. It's a traumatic experience. And so that is why I'm pro-love. I am pro helping a woman have the best gift in the world that she could ever have. My baby is the best gift. I love her so much. That is what abortion takes away from you. Instead of saying, hey, how can I help you? What charities are there that we can find that help pregnant women? What charities are there that we can find that help women? What charities are there that we can find that help women? What charities are there that we can find that help women? What charities are there that we can find that help women? What charities are there that we can find that help women? What charities are there that we can find that help women? What charities are there that we can find that help women? What charities are there that we can find that help women? What charities are there that we can find that help women? What charities are there that we can find that help women? What charities are there that we can find that help women? What charities are there that we can find that help women? What charities are there that we can find that help women? What charities are there that we can find that help women? What charities are there that we can find that help women? What charities are there that we can find that help women? What charities are there that we can find that help women? What charities are there that we can find that help women? What charities are there that we can find that help women? What charities are there that we can find that help women? Someone else said that they've taken the first tablet. So when you have a DIY at home abortion, you have 2 tablets. You have one, the first tablet, that stops nutrition getting to your baby, so it basically starves them, and then the second pill you take a few days later, and that expels the baby from the womb. She said, taking the first tablet and really regretting it now. I feel like I've ruined my chance to ever have a baby now. I regretted taking that first pill, and I just thought, I've got to carry on now. I've got to follow through with this. Instead of reaching out for help, what I wish I did, I knew I regretted taking that first abortion pill, and instead of reaching out for help, I just suffered in silence and was just dreading taking the second pill. And what you can do, in the UK, they don't do a reversal pill over here. In America, they do a reversal pill. It's sometimes successful, but there can be hope for your baby. Your baby can possibly survive after the first pill. And what I wish I did, so what you can do is call the abortion hotline from your abortion clinic. It should be 24/7. Open 24/7, and what you can do is you can call them and let them know you regret taking that pill. And I don't know what they do to help, but I do know that you can call them, and you don't have to go through with taking the second pill, and you can just hope and pray that your baby has survived the first pill. There could be hope, seriously. Like, you don't have to go through with the rest of the abortion. You can call for help, and I wish I did. I seriously wish I did, because I could have had another one of these gorgeous babies. Yes. And you know, money, screw money, circumstances, screw it. It's all pointless outside of your family. This baby is your family. You're supposed to fight for your family. You're supposed to do whatever for your family. So screw every circumstance that is in your way. I pray that God will provide for everything that you need, and there are charities that are available to help you if you are in this situation. Don't be like me. Don't live with this regret for the rest of your life. Have that hope that you and your baby are going to be just fine. I'm going to keep doing more of these videos, but for now I'm going to go. We're going to go and do a food shop, aren't we? Yes. So yeah, thank you so much for watching, and keep your baby eyes. They're literally the best things in the world. Like, I love her so much. Yeah. We love you. Alright, I'll see you in the next video. Don't forget to like, share and subscribe and comment for more.